All the Spanish food lovers, and welcome to another episode of my culinary journey here in Spain. And today have I got a treat for you. I've come to this bar in my local neighborhood and I'm trying two Spanish classics. One is patatas bravas, and let's be honest, who hasn't had patatas bravas here in Spain? And the second is pulpo or octopus, and I'm gonna say I'm really looking forward to this meal today, so let's go and sit down. Now I'm sitting outside today, as you can see, on this outdoor terraced area, which is surprising in itself because it's the 26th of November today, and I didn't think it would be warm enough to be sitting outside, but it's around 11 or 12 degrees Celsius. The sun is shining, so I'm reasonably warm. I decided not to record the video inside because it's a little bit dark and they've got music playing and things like that. And as you guys know, as I mentioned the other day, when you've got music playing in the background, you can have some copyright issues with YouTube. So I want to avoid those things. So sitting outside today, I'll show you around. We've got some birds over there enjoying themselves because it is a nice autumn day, so why not? Now, to accompany the meal today, I've gone for a white wine, a Galician wine from the north of Spain. That's also where the pulpo comes from, where the octopus comes from. And I reckon these two are going to go together perfectly. Let's try the wine. Yeah, that is a nice glass of white wine. And as I said, when that octopus comes out, when the pulpo comes out, that is going to go down an absolute treat. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I came to this restaurant today hoping to order some other things on the menu, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, they don't have them available today. So I'm going to come back to this restaurant later in the week. I'm going to call the guy up and ask him whether he has the two dishes that I wanted to highlight today, because it's a bit of a shame. But the two things I have ordered are going to be very, very tasty, and I'm looking forward to them. And hopefully they won't take too long to come out, because I've been sitting here for around 10 minutes already and no sign of any food except for this piece of bread that they've given me here and my glass of wine. So still waiting. Muchas gracias. Okay, so the first thing that I've ordered today has arrived, the patatas bravas, which, as I said, are basically on every menu in this part of Spain, at least in Madrid. Other parts of Spain as well, you will see patatas bravas. You might say that they all taste the same, but that is not true, because the secret is in the sauce. The owner of this place said that the sauce here is one of the best. Maybe he says that because he's the owner. I don't know. Time will tell, because I'm going to try these now and see if indeed that is the case. Let's dig in. Before I do that, I'll just show you guys exactly what we have here. These potato pieces that have been fried perfectly. They're crispy. We've also got two sauces here. We've got the typical brava sauce, which is this orange one on top, and we've also got a white sauce here, which I think is alioli. But what I will say before I tuck into these patatas bravas is that they look very, very appetizing indeed, and also the smell that's coming off them. Unfortunately, we don't have smell vision yet, but the smell coming off them is incredible. So I reckon I'm on a winner here with this classic standard Spanish dish, patatas bravas. Let's see. So the standout here is the sauce. You've got the red sauce and the white sauce mixing together, the brava sauce and the alioli sauce. The smell is smoky. You can taste the smoky paprika and also the other ingredients that are in this sauce as well. Tomato, if you like, as well. Let me try some more. The potatoes are well fried. Have one more. I'm just going to cut inside the potato so that you can see how perfectly cooked it is. It's soft, salted well, and with the sauces, an absolute treat. This, I will say, is one of my son's favorite meals here in Spain. Whenever we go to a restaurant, he orders patatas bravas or patatas mixtas because he absolutely loves them. I mean, kids and fries, right? And with these sauces on top, as I said, the secret is in the sauce. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you get a bad one. I've had places that will just put ketchup on top of this and charge you the same price. But here they have elaborated this sauce, and that is the special thing about these bravas. Let's try some more. I'm curious to see what this white sauce is. I think it's alioli. Let me try it. It is indeed. It is alioli or aioli. Alioli it's called here in Spain. Let's get a couple more on my fork here. One of the problems with this dish is that once you start eating it, it's very, very difficult to stop. And that is definitely the case here. 2 at a time. So the secret here is the sauce. The sauce is unbelievable. As I said, it's smoky. It's not too spicy, because that's another issue as well, that sometimes you can get these patatas bravas and they're just too spicy. Hence the name, of course. But you want a milder version, in my opinion. And this is absolutely perfect. I mean, look at the sauce. Look at that sauce. Look how thick that sauce is. Not even falling off the chips. Well, it is a little bit, but not much. So it's a creamy sauce. It's smoky. And with the fried potatoes, it's an absolute treat. Wow. Now, I don't want to eat too many, because I want to take some home for my son, because as I just mentioned, he loves patatas bravas. And when he comes home from school, it'll be a real treat for him. But I'm having trouble stopping. Yeah, that'll do me. I could basically eat those all day, because that is a very, very tasty sauce. And with those fried potatoes, the combination is unbelievable. So I'm going to put those aside, take them home for my son, because as I mentioned, he loves them, and he's going to be very, very happy when he comes home from school today. And I want to leave room for the pulpo as well, which I imagine, I'll just get the waiter's attention, will be coming very, very shortly. Sí, el pulpo cuando pueda, y esto lo voy a llevar, si puede ser, ¿vale? Sí, sí, fenomenal, fenomenal. No quiero comerme todos porque...
Marchamos el pulpo entonces.
Gracias. Now I'm really interested to see what the presentation of this pulpo is like, whether you get the small pieces of pulpo, which are typical in Galicia, or whether you get the longer piece of the pulpo, which is more common in upmarket restaurants nowadays. They give you like the whole leg, maybe cut up, but not presented as it has traditionally been, as I said, in Galicia. And that's where I first tried pulpo back in the early 1990s in Santiago de Compostela. I was there with some friends. They took me to a pulperia, an octopus restaurant, which are typical in that part of Spain, and the memory has stayed with me all these years. So we'll see if the pulpo that I'm going to eat today lives up to the pulpo that I had 25 or 26 years ago. We will see. But as I said, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, la ponemos aquí en el centro, creo. La voy a comer ahí.
¿Aquí?
Sí, sí, ahí justo. Muy bien.
La guarnición es un puré de patata trufado.
Puré de patatas? Ah, muy bien, muchas gracias. And now for the star of the show, the pulpo a la grella. I think it's called grilled octopus, if you like. And the presentation, pretty good, I will say. And if it tastes as good as it looks, I'm on an absolute winner here. I'll just show you guys exactly what I'm dealing with on my plate. So the octopus leg, if you like, perfectly grilled, perfectly charred. We've also got this puré de patatas, mashed potatoes with a slight hint of truffle, I have been told by the waiter. And this looks absolutely magnificent, well presented on the plate, I will say. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Now I've got a bit of a dilemma here, not sure whether to start at this end or this end of the pulpo. I'm going to go for this end here. It's already been cut, but I'm going to cut it through even more, and you can see how tender this pulpo, this octopus is. Well, it's been drizzled with olive oil and also with paprika as well. You can see on the plate here the paprika, the typical Galician style octopus, but it's the more modern style in the way it has been served, where you get the leg that hasn't been cut up and put on top of the potatoes, and also with this potato mash that we've got here as well. Let's dig in, because this looks absolutely mouth-watering, and I'm sure it is. Wowee. I don't think I've got the words to describe how tasty this is, how tender the octopus is. It's unbelievable, because sometimes you go into a restaurant, you'll go into a bar, and the octopus will be tough, and there's nothing worse than a tough octopus. But this is completely the opposite. It's tender, it's flavoursome. It melts in your mouth basically, and with the hint of the paprika, the hint of that olive oil on top as well, an absolute delight to eat. Let's try it with the potatoes. So my only complaint, and not taking anything away from the taste of that, it's a little bit cold. And I think when they push it out onto the plate, it's gone cold. So a little bit of a letdown there, but the flavors are unbelievable. I'm still in awe with the presentation of this dish. The colors are unbelievable. The paprika, the taste of the paprika, the smokiness of the paprika, the high quality extra virgin olive oil that's also been drizzled on top, the tenderness of the octopus. Amazing. Look how easy that cuts. It's one of the best pulpos that I have had in Spain, without a doubt. This dish is all about balance, simple ingredients that come together perfectly, and an absolute treat to eat. Again, I could eat this all day, every day. Unbelievable. And if you're in Spain or planning a trip to Spain soon, you have to try this meal. Look how easy that cuts away. It's amazing how tender it is. Tender and meaty at the same time, if that makes sense. Meaty octopus. Amazing. Now, I'm going to finish this off, which is a shame because, as I said, I could be eating this all day. So nice is it. In fact, so busy have I been with the pulpo that I've forgotten about the wine. So let's see if that combines well with that octopus. I knew it would. I have not been disappointed with my choices today. The Galician wine, with the Galician octopus, with the potatoes here, with this puree de patatas, this mashed potato. I'm lost for words. In fact, I've probably repeated the same adjectives over and over again because I'm lost for words. The olive oil and the paprika, they go together perfectly. Look at the colour. Look at the colour. Wow. Now I'm down to the final part of this leg of octopus, this octopus leg, pulpo, and I'm disappointed that it's coming to an end, I'm going to be honest, because I have truly enjoyed this meal today. In fact, what I'm going to do for the Spanish restaurant etiquette lesson today is I'm going to give my compliments to the owner of this place and show you how you can do that if you appreciate the meal as much as I have today. So stay tuned for that. So the octopus done and dusted, and I know I have said it a lot already, but that was absolutely fantastic and by far the best thing that I have eaten in these food vlogs that I have been doing for the last month or so. Amazing, the quality of that pulpo. Now I'm weighing up whether to get dessert or not today, and I don't think I will, because the meal that I've had has been absolutely fantastic, very, very filling, the patatas bravas and then the pulpo. So I reckon I'll skip dessert, but stay tuned for the Spanish lesson for today when I give my compliments to the person that owns this restaurant. Sí, perfecto. Pues te digo que eso ha sido fenomenal, ¿eh?
¿Te ha gustado?
Muy rico. Sí.
Agrada.
Que es popular aquí, me imagino, ¿no?
Bueno, más popular es el rabo de toro,
Ah, sí.
los huevos del barrio, por eso cuando acabamos el fin de semana es que nos quedamos arrasados.
Ya.
Y son elaboraciones que tienen que ir haciendo que no nos ha dado tiempo.
Pues eso ha sido una maravilla.
Y el puré...
Sí, perfecto. Vino un poquito frío, pero aparte de eso
¿Sí?
estaba muy bien. Estaba de sabor fenomenal. So we've tasted two very, very tasty traditional dishes here in Spain today. Firstly, the patatas bravas or patatas mixtas, if you like, because it had a little bit of alioli thrown in there as well. They were perfectly cooked, well seasoned. The sauces were fantastic. In fact, one of the best brava sauces that I have had here in Spain, and that is saying something. And the octopus, as you guys saw, absolutely blew me away. In fact, one of the best dishes that I have had in a long, long time. I asked the guy if it's one of his most popular dishes here. He said no. There are two things that are more popular than the octopus, but very, very popular nonetheless. But I would recommend that dish to anybody here in Spain that wants to try an authentic Spanish dish, an authentic Spanish seafood dish, and that is pulpo. It's a little bit expensive nowadays. We'll see what the price of it is when the bill comes out. Before, 10 years ago, you could get this for around 10, 11 euros. Now it's over 20 because pulpo or octopus is one of the things that has most increased in price here in Spain over the last 5 or 6 years. So I reckon my wallet is going to be hit today, but it doesn't matter because if you enjoy the meal, it doesn't matter how much it costs, right? And the wine, forgot to mention that. In fact, I almost forgot to drink the wine. What can I say? A classic standard white wine here in Spain, Albaniño, very, very tasty. And if you have the chance to buy this anywhere in the world, do it. Now the bill has arrived and no surprises as far as the price of the pulpo is concerned. The total price, 33 euros and 50 cents. The breakdown, 3 euros 50 for the wine, not bad. 8 euros for the patatas bravas, which is fairly stock standard nowadays. You don't get those for under 6, 7, maybe 8 euros in many places in 2024. And the pulpo, 22 euros. And as I said, I knew it would be over 20 euros, 22 the final price. And that's a fairly stock standard price from what I've seen for pulpo nowadays here in Spain. And if you pay less than 20 euros for that dish, you might not be getting genuine pulpo, or at least not pulpo from Galicia. That would be my advice as far as ordering that is concerned. Am I happy paying 33 euros and 50 cents for what I have eaten today? Absolutely, because as I said, the quality of the bravas, very, very good. The quality of the pulpo, can't go wrong, and I enjoyed the meal, so therefore I don't mind paying 33 euros and 50 cents. That's just me. Let me know your opinion in the comment section below, what you would pay for that meal today. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, please, the comment section is the place for you. Let me know your opinion on what I have eaten, whether you have tried those foods here in Spain, whether you like the foods that I've eaten today. Let me know in that comment section below. I've enjoyed the meal, and really, that's the most important thing. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego and bon appetit from the outskirts of Madrid.